So as you guys know, if you watch me on Periscope, shout out Violet Gloop, it's the same thing. I had this masterful plan to go out dancing on the 1st instead of the 31st, because I was like, it'll be perfect. Everyone will be hungover. Nobody will bother us. That's the sound of a garage door closing. And I'm an introvert, and I like dancing, and I haven't been able to for a while because I got hit by a car this year, which rendered the lower half of my body not so great. So it was the first time I'd gone out dancing in a really long time. So I assembled my team of ragtag, complex female characters, and we went out. We went to a gay bar, and it was ladies' night, and I'm a queer woman, so I was like, maybe there's like the tiniest chance that I'll like go out and I'll dance, and then I'll do a whole like sort of Romeo and Juliet thing, but without the death, where like we'll be dancing and then we'll see each other and it'll be great. Sorry, there was a car. I'm like wondering if I should move inside so I don't get hit again. So I'm dancing up a storm and I'm really feeling myself. And the two most beautiful women I've ever seen in my entire life walk by. They're both, like, one of them is like really vampiric, and she's who I'm initially extremely drawn to. She's got like dark straight hair, really dark straight hair, and just they're both put together very like androgynously, like they're both like sort of wearing suits. The other one has really fun curly hair, and you can tell immediately like that one of them is like a little bit more shy and a little bit more brooding. And the other one is definitely a little bit more extroverted. And oh my God, we were like walking past the bar, and then they walked past us a little bit faster. I just stopped and was like, and my friends were like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, like look at those beautiful creatures over there. And they kind of like stopped walking and sort of like floated around us, so I didn't know if they'd heard me or what, but it started to feel like they were sort of almost circling us for the rest of the evening. And then finally the curly-haired one, who's definitely like more charismatic and outgoing, she approached one of my friends, and I found out later basically asked which one of us were interested in women, and we all are. And so then we like dance with them a little bit, but the beautiful vampiric one wasn't really dancing with us and was kind of like a little off to the side, and I was like, okay, that either means that she's shy or she likes somebody, but either way, I don't know. And then my friends were just sort of like, can we like sit down for a sec? I was like, yeah, absolutely. So we start to walk away, and then I turn back and I lock eyes with the dark-haired one, and I'm like, hey, we're going in the other area if you want to join us. And she gave me this look. All she said was like, okay, but she was so like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like a yeah, you betcha, which is the most Midwest way to explain it, but it was just like, oh, it's on. We go and we sit down in the other room, and then a little time goes by, we start dancing again, and then only the curly-haired girl comes to dance with us. And I'm like, okay, like, I guess the other one wasn't as interested, you know. And then the curly-haired woman starts dancing specifically with me. I was like really going for it. I was feeling myself, and my friend was like, you have some moves, and I felt like it. I felt great. But we start dancing together, and I'm like, okay, well, like, you know, they're both extremely attractive, and this one's very charismatic, and that's fun, and like, all right, sure, like, let's dance together. Like, I wasn't like, oh no, this romantic connection with me and Edwardia Cullen is lost forever. I was just like, okay, fine. And so I'm like, you know, kind of grinding up on her a little bit. Then she asked for my Instagram, which I assume is the modern sapphic way of saying, like, basically, can I have your number? Let's get connected. So I gave it to her, and I was like, okay, interesting. Like, she's not the person that I was initially drawn to, but like, she's still great and fun, and like, who knows, like, I just like, frankly, like, whether it's romantic or not, one of my big goals this year is to like just expand on the like awesome queer women in my community. So I was like, sure, like, no problem, that's pretty casual. So we continue dancing, we eventually sit down again to get drinks, and then curly hair comes up and she sits down on the table. And if you guys don't know, there's a huge internet meme joke that sapphics don't know how to sit properly or refuse to. So she literally sat down on top of our table and she like said hi to everyone, and then she turns to me and I was like, what's going on? And she's like, okay, here's the deal. My friend is into you and she wants to get your number. She's extremely shy. She didn't feel like she could ask herself, so I'm here. Are you interested? And I was like, yeah, but we dance together. Is that not weird or is that okay? And she's like, I don't mind if you don't mind. I was like, no, that's great. I give it to her. And then as we're walking out, then Pierre comes up to us and I'm standing with one of my friends and she goes to hug my friend first, which I knew is like her like way of like being able to like hug me and like actually talk to me for a second. There's also an internet joke. I'm part of an internet page. It's like, make a move, you useless sapphic. And yeah, a lot of times women are not trained to initiate, and so it is definitely a prevalent thing of like, who's going to make that move? Society. Before she can even like turn to hug me, I like take her hand and I'm like, I'm really glad you have my number. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And I said I was really drawn to you from the second you walked in, and I'm really happy that we get to connect now. And she was like, oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad. I'm so shy, especially when I'm out. I was like, I totally get it, but I think we should do like drinks or coffee or something. We just really like put it out there. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I think we should. And so we're going on Sunday. She's gonna pick me up. We're going to brunch. We did some shuffling to accommodate schedules. We've also been texting a bit, and I found out that she is also an actor and an artist. And she went to an Ivy. She's freaking brilliant. Not that that's like a measure, but like in her case, it's true. And she also was a human rights lawyer. So just like, she's empathetic, she's intelligent, she's creative. So even if she and I just end up being friends, it's really special. And I have to say, it feels really freaking good to be a queer woman out in the world and have that experience that straight people get like all the time of like, just getting to meet somebody great when you go out. So that's it. That's my story time. I haven't been talking about this on Scope because I've been like nursing it close to my heart, but I'm really excited that I'm sharing it with you now. So I did it. I did a simple YouTube. I just told you a thing that happened. Oh my God. Ah. Wow. Look, I can do simplicity. So that's great. Thank you guys so much for watching and also for being extremely encouraging. I'm really excited about this year, and I'm really, really excited about Sunday. Okay, I'm gonna go text her and see how her day went. Bye!